Most YouTube channels will tell you what cops carry on duty. The department issued pistols, whatever the agency signed a contract for 5 years ago. That is the easy story. That is the story manufacturers want to tell, because it sells guns to civilians who want to carry what the professionals carry. But here's what nobody is talking about. What cops carry off duty is a completely different story. When a police officer clocks out, takes off the duty belt, and goes to dinner with their family or runs errands on a Saturday morning, they are making a personal carry decision. No department mandate, no union contract, no issued equipment. Just a trained professional who has seen what defensive shootings actually look like, making a choice about what gun they trust their life to when nobody is watching. That decision is more valuable than any YouTube review, any magazine ranking, or any manufacturer advertisement. It is a trained professional with real stakes choosing a real gun for real reasons. Today, we are revealing the 10 CCW pistols cops really carry off duty in 2026. Not what they are issued, not what the department approves, what they actually clip onto their waistband when they walk out the door on their own time. Number 1 is going to shock every shooter watching this video, because it is not the gun you expect, and the reason behind it changes how you think about off-duty carry entirely. Let's get into it. How we know this. This is compiled from law enforcement training program surveys, concealed carry insurance policyholder data broken down by occupation, off-duty carry approval lists from major departments, and reporting from firearms instructors who train active law enforcement. Every gun on this list has documented adoption among officers carrying off-duty. These are guns cops are actually wearing when their shift ends. Let's rank them. Number 10. Beretta APX A1 Compact. Beretta has supplied military and law enforcement firearms for over 500 years. The APX A1 Compact is their modern striker fired entry into the carry market, and it is showing up in off-duty carry surveys among officers who want Italian engineering without Italian pricing. 15+1 capacity, width of 1.34 inches, weight unloaded of 27.5 ounces. The slide serrations are the most aggressive in the entire compact category, with deep, angular cuts front and rear that grip in any condition. The serialized chassis system means the frame is replaceable without buying a new gun. Optics ready out of the box with a plate system. The APX A1 Compact earns its off-duty carry presence among officers and departments that issue Beretta duty pistols. The manual of arms transfers directly, which eliminates training transition under stress. Why number 10? The grip is slightly wider than the most concealable competitors on this list. The aftermarket is still building compared to the dominant American brands. Price approximately $499. Capacity 15+1. Best for officers in Beretta-issued departments who want off-duty carry with zero manual of arms transition. Number 9. Mossberg MC2C. Most people forget Mossberg makes handguns. The officers carrying the MC2C off-duty are the ones who did their homework past the first page of search results. The MC2C is built on a 7075 aluminum chassis with a DLC-coated stainless steel slide. 15+1 capacity with the extended magazine. The flat-faced trigger breaks consistently at around 5.5 pounds. The safe takedown system is the engineering standout. Press a button, remove a plate, and the gun disassembles without pulling the trigger. That feature matters enormously to officers who carry a gun every day and prioritize safe handling during maintenance. Optics ready with the Shield RMSC footprint, width of 1.03 inches, weight unloaded of 22 ounces. Why number 9? Holster support is still thinner than mainstream brands. The aftermarket has not caught up to the platform's quality yet. Price approximately $399. Capacity 15+1. Best for officers who want genuinely smart engineering and safe disassembly in an off-duty carry package. Number 8. Canik TP9 Elite SC. Turkish firearms manufacturing has permanently changed the American carry market, and law enforcement has noticed. The TP9 Elite SC is appearing in off-duty carry surveys among officers who made a performance decision rather than a brand loyalty decision. 12+1 flush capacity, 15+1 extended, width of 1.29 inches, weight unloaded of 26 ounces. The factory trigger breaks at around 3.5 pounds with a reset that officers consistently describe as the best factory trigger they have ever felt at any price point. Steel sights, optics ready, full accessory kit included in the box, holster, 2 magazines, magazine loader, and cleaning rod all ship standard. Officers carrying the TP9 Elite SC off-duty compared triggers at the range, made a deliberate performance choice, and carried the result. Why number 8? Canik brand recognition in formal law enforcement training programs is still building. Holster selection lags behind the dominant platforms. Price approximately $430. Capacity 12 plus 1 flush, 15 plus 1 extended. Best for officers who prioritize trigger quality above brand recognition. Number 7. Tisas PX-9 Gen 3. This one surprises the firearms community every time it comes up in off-duty carry data. The Tisas PX-9 Gen 3 is a Turkish-made, American-sold duty pistol that sells for under $300 and embarrasses pistols costing triple its price. 17 plus 1 capacity, optics ready slide, flat-faced trigger, suppressor height steel sights, 3 magazines included, holster included, cleaning kit included, lifetime warranty, weight unloaded of 28.4 ounces. Officers carrying the PX-9 Gen 3 off-duty are budget-conscious professionals who ran the gun at the range and discovered it shoots better than its price tag has any right to deliver. In smaller departments and rural jurisdictions where officers are genuinely working class, the PX-9 Gen 3 makes practical sense without compromise. Why number 7? The brand carries the same import stigma that other Turkish firearms once faced, and while current production quality is documented and strong, the institutional reputation is still being built. Price approximately $299. Capacity 17 plus 1. Best for officers who want the most round count and most accessories at the lowest possible price point. Number 6. Kahr CW9. The Kahr CW9 is the gun that serious single-stack carry advocates have known about for years, and the broader community consistently overlooks. Plainclothes investigators, detectives in environments where printing is professionally unacceptable, and veteran officers who value simplicity above all else are the documented Kahr CW9 carriers in off-duty surveys. 7 plus 1 capacity, width of 0.9 inches, weight unloaded of 15.8 ounces, overall length of 5.9 inches. One of the thinnest and lightest 9mm carry pistols in production. The long, smooth double action, only trigger at around 7 pounds, delivers consistent shots without a manual safety, which simplifies the draw stroke under stress. The CW9 disappears under business casual clothing in a way almost no other 9mm can match. For officers who need to be completely undetectable in professional civilian environments, the CW9 is the professional solution. Why number 6? 7-round capacity is genuinely limited by 2026 standards. The long trigger pull requires dedicated training to shoot accurately at speed. Price approximately $449. Capacity 7 plus 1. Best for officers in deep concealment professional environments where width and weight are the only criteria that matter. Number 5. FN509 Compact MRD. FN builds weapon systems for the United States military. The 509 Compact MRD is what happens when that manufacturing standard gets applied to a civilian carry platform. 12 plus 1 flush capacity, 15 plus 1 extended, cold hammer forged barrel, width of 1.1 inches, weight unloaded of 25.5 ounces. The FN low-profile optics mounting system allows direct red dot mounting without adapter plates, aggressive front strap texturing, ambidextrous controls throughout. Federal law enforcement officers and military veterans transitioning to civilian careers are documented FN509 Compact MRD carriers off-duty. The institutional familiarity with FN manufacturing standards drives that adoption in a way no civilian marketing campaign can replicate. Why number 5? Pricing is premium. The platform does not yet have the aftermarket depth of the dominant consumer brands. Price approximately $799. Capacity 12 plus 1 flush, 15 plus 1 extended. Best for military veterans and federal officers who trust FN manufacturing above all other considerations. Number 4. Walther CCP M2 Plus. The Walther CCP M2 Plus is the carry pistol that solves a problem every experienced officer eventually faces. Reduced hand strength, 8 plus 1 capacity, width of 1.18 inches, weight unloaded of 22.3 ounces. The gas-delayed blowback operating system dramatically reduces slide spring tension compared to standard pistols. Officers with hand injuries, arthritis, or decades of grip fatigue from duty carry find the CCP M2 Plus is the pistol that keeps them carrying when a standard pistol becomes difficult to operate. The single-action only trigger breaks at around 5 pounds with a short, crisp reset. Manual thumb safety for secure daily carry. Reversible magazine release. The ergonomics promote a natural point of aim. Off-duty carry surveys show consistent CCP M2 Plus presence among officers in the latter half of their careers who have made a deliberate choice to carry a gun they can actually operate reliably. Why number 4? 8-round capacity is below modern carry standards. The manual safety requires consistent training to operate correctly under stress. Price approximately $469. Capacity 8+1. Best for officers who need the most operable carry pistol, regardless of grip strength limitations. Number 3. Steyr L9-A2 MF. The Steyr L9-A2 MF is the Austrian carry pistol that quietly competes with every major brand in its home country and gets almost no coverage in American firearms media. 17+1 capacity. Cold hammer forged barrel. Trapezoidal sight system that gets the shooter on target faster than traditional 3-dot sights once trained with it. The grip angle is 11 degrees more aggressive than most competitors, putting the bore axis directly behind the wrist for a natural point of aim. Trigger breaks at around 4.5 pounds with a short reset. Optics ready in the MF variant. European law enforcement personnel and American officers with European military backgrounds are documented. Steyr carriers off-duty. The trapezoidal sights, the grip angle, and the build quality represent a fundamentally different design philosophy, and officers who carry Steyr shot one experienced the difference and never went back. Why number 3? American holster selection is limited because Steyr has not pursued mass consumer marketing. The trapezoidal sights require dedicated training time. Price approximately $649. Capacity 17+1. Best for officers who want Austrian engineering and a genuinely different design philosophy in their off-duty carry pistol. Number 2. Springfield Armory Hellcat Pro. 15+1 capacity and exactly 1 inch of width. That combination is what puts the Hellcat Pro in off-duty carry surveys at every level of law enforcement, from municipal patrol to federal service. Width of exactly 1 inch. Weight unloaded of 21 ounces. Barrel length of 3.7 inches. Factory tritium front sight with a tactical rack rear that allows charging the gun off a belt or boot in an emergency. Optics ready with the Hellcat footprint. Aggressive grip texture. Federal agents operating in plainclothes environments carry the Hellcat Pro because it solves the fundamental federal off-duty equation. Maximum round count in a package that disappears under a suit jacket. 15 rounds of 9mm in a 1-inch wide frame does not exist anywhere else at this price point. Why number 2? Springfield's early platform reliability history still generates hesitation in some formal law enforcement training discussions, even though current production has fully resolved those concerns. Price approximately $599. Capacity 15+1. Best for officers and agents who need maximum capacity in the thinnest possible professional off-duty package. Number 1. Wilson Combat EDC X9L. You did not see this coming. That is the entire point. The Wilson Combat EDC X9L is a 9mm pistol built on a 1911 style aluminum frame with double stack capacity, a match-grade barrel hand fitted at the Wilson Combat Shop, and a single action trigger that breaks at around 3.5 pounds. It looks like a 1911, it feels like a 1911, and it holds 15 rounds of 9mm, width of 1.2 inches, weight unloaded of 28 ounces, optics ready in current production, G10 grip panels, dehorned frame and slide with every edge that could print or snag removed by hand at the Wilson Combat facility. Federal agents, senior law enforcement officers, and experienced defensive firearms instructors are documented. Wilson Combat EDC X9L carriers in off-duty carry surveys, not because they are showing off, because these are professionals who have spent their entire careers understanding what a carry trigger needs to feel like. And the Wilson Combat trigger is the answer to that question. The shock is not that an expensive gun made this list. The shock is that when trained professionals with unlimited access to every carry platform on the market make a personal choice with their own money, a meaningful number of them choose a gun that most of the YouTube firearms community has never held. That is the most honest data point in this entire ranking. Price approximately $3,225. Capacity 15+1. Best for experienced officers and firearms professionals who have made the deliberate choice to carry the most refined trigger available in a carry platform, regardless of price. What unites every gun on this list is that it was chosen by someone who carries professionally, understands real defensive encounters, and has complete freedom to pick anything on the market. These are not magazine recommendations or sponsored reviews. These are real choices made by real professionals with real stakes. Now hit that like button if this ranking showed you something the algorithm never would. Subscribe for more honest firearms content. Drop a comment telling us what you carry and whether the professionals made the same choice you did. Stay safe, stay trained, stay a responsible gun owner.